Well, time to check up on the colony. Nope, seems about right. Traits, the backbone of every pawn. What makes each pawn unique? Naturally, some traits are considered more valuable than others. We all know of the good ones, and the ones we wish that one guy didn't have. Honestly, it's all predictable, but what if we could mix things up? Well, good news pawns and players, Oscar and his team have brought us yet another great add-on for the pile. Vanilla Traits Expanded. Lovely! Am I right? But you know what else is lovely? Our sponsors that help us keep the lights on. Hey! So, what does this mod do for you to improve your Rimworld experience? Well, it's exactly what the title says. Vanilla Expanded Traits. First up are the more mechanical traits that just give straight bonuses. As you can see, each trait is pretty useful, giving stats and 2 different skills and even buffing the actual related work. It's like you are getting 2 traits in one. Now, what about your more specialized traits? What if you like animals? Well, we got you covered on that as well. Now you too can have Dr. Doolittle or the crazy cat lady that lives down the street. Very nice if you are the kind of person to keep a lot of animals. I know, I keep a lot of chinchillas, so guess I have the meandrous trait. Though bad news, or perhaps good news, we have what might be more hated than pyromaniacs. Yep, some pawns can even get the animal hater trait, a trait where they get pleasure when your beloved good boy or girl dies. I think it's now a toss-up on which is now worse, the guy who will burn your crops or the guy who is happy your beloved pet is dead. Let us know in the comments which is worse, and hit the bell icon and subscribe for more videos like this. Next we got drug-related traits, because what's a colony without your resident alcoholic or stoner? You now have to contend with a few more drug-related traits. Lush and stoner are traits similar to the chemical interest and fascination traits, only instead of wanting every drug under the sun, they just want the devil's lettuce and, mouthwash. They also have their own need bar, so you can tell how long you have until they get their vice. Honestly, a pretty straightforward set of traits. I'm glad there isn't a trait involving Luciferium. You know how hard it is to get that stuff this time of year. Now, onto territory stats. What do I mean by this? Well, I'm sure every player has their own region or biome they like to be in. Now some pawns will feel some joy being around certain landmarks, might even help you influence your base design or jobs. We also have climate traits, because for some of us, we love the heat or the cold. Now pawns can also reflect that about us as well. If you ask me, this can be pretty useful, traits for certain playthroughs, like surviving the desert or the ice sheet. Wait a minute, did we do a video on that? Callback, gotta love it. But joking aside, definitely not traits to overlook. Also, other traits to mix it up are some I'd like to call the personality quirk traits. Ones that don't quite fit a set of traits, but you can give your pawn some unique personality. We got the couch potato. Now your pawn will find joy and pleasure just sitting back and relaxing watching TV. You ever wonder what kind of shows people watch on the Rim? Food for thought. Next, we have the workaholic. These pawns love working and will keep working, even if they really shouldn't. Better pay attention to them if they have a wound or an illness. Honestly, hope my writers are workaholics. Well, that's not ominous. Next, we go to the braves and the cowards. I don't think I need to explain what these two mean. One means they will more than likely retreat at the first sign of danger, which, if it's an enemy raider, should make things easier. But with brave, if they aren't going to go down without a fight, coward is great for the enemy, but bad for you, and with brave, it's the other way around. Both traits can definitely influence the fights, though when it comes to insectoids, guess you were big-boned. Definitely wouldn't be the most useful trait, but hey, sometimes you need a little silly. What do you mean bleeding out? It's just a splinter. Oh, you have thin skin? Why can you be like him? Someone get him some herbal medicine. Oh, come on. Hey, can someone please explain why we hired a squeamish person to be our crew's medic? Stupid pawn unions. Oh yeah, we got traits related to health there as well. Also, a couple of traits related to orders. Observe. Hey, get over here. I said get over here. Charming. Yeah, the rebel and submissive traits will affect how your pawns react to your orders. What does that mean? Well, you know how you can stop a pawn and tell them to do something. Well, submissives don't do well on their own. and do their job a lot better when you micromanage them. Rebels, meanwhile, seem to half-ass it when you tell them orders, so best to just trust their judgment on whatever you scheduled them to do. Okay, you can go. Clumsy too, I see. Yeah, gotta be careful of that. Clumsy pawns can hurt themselves over things they didn't see, though pretty hilarious when an enemy pirate trips over the body of their own comrade. Enjoying them? Good. They were cooked by the guy with one cooking skill. We have two interesting traits at work here. One is the refined palate. Pawns with this are very neutral to simple meals, but absolutely love the laughter. The other, well, he has an iron stomach, no food poisoning from him. Yeah, you can go now. And take the table with you. Oh, come on. Right. This one is a slob as well. Slobs just always seem to leave trash and dirt all over the place. Oh wait, clean up. As opposed to neat pawns who don't track dirt, definitely my favorite because less cleaning we have to do is more time we can do to commit war crimes here on the rim. Blah blah. Although one good thing about the slobbish pawns is they don't mind dirty areas, so I suppose that's a plus. Sadly, every other pawn does, but hey, to each their own. Ah yes, the martial artist trait. Pawns with this trait have a very interesting ability. They can disarm opponents. Definitely great for medieval playthroughs when melee is dominant, but do be careful because enemy pawns can do the same to you. Yeah, there's also the Drunken Master trait. If your pawns get drunk, supposedly they will become more skilled in combat, though that's debatable. Still, I suppose they can die happy if it doesn't work. Well done! This is what I love about you perfectionists. You may take a while to craft, but you always give the best quality stuff. Dunces, they're pretty happy on their own, but not very good at doing much and learning much. Not to mention technophobes. They hate technology, don't know why technology has done so much for us. There are a few more traits left, but I think I'll stop here and let you all enjoy this mod provided by Oscar and Company. I also want to thank my Oh no, you don't, not again! I want to thank my patrons, my subs, and every one of you who comment. Like and subscribe. Now if you excuse, I got some vengeance to exact. Get back here! Are you a fan of Rimworld? Do you like strategy games? Do you have a love-hate relationship with the Adobe Suite? Well, do I have news for you. We here on the Noobert Show have reached the pinnacle of our abilities. No further can we stretch on our own. And that's where you come in. Video editors. That is right. We have work to do. Email me at the email provided on this YouTube channel's About page to get in touch. Are you not an editor but still want to help out? Well, that's fine because we need gamers too. Hey, someone needs to record all that awesome gameplay footage. It takes a surprisingly long time to do. Back to the show.